Good evening, everyone. Welcome to your Wednesday night update. I am Ads from Unity Trading Group. First and foremost, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you can. Every like, every subscription helps us out a lot. Thank you to all those who have committed to subscribe already. We wouldn't be in the situation we are today without any of you, so thank you all so much for hitting that subscription button. But without further ado, BTC. An interesting turn of events, an interesting set of developments over the course of last night. And, it's getting a little bit more likely that we are going to break that all-time high. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It's very, very... I don't like to say it, but it's looking pretty bullish right now. Why do I say that? I'll tell you why. We've got this level here at 19.5. All right, and we are sitting at 19.081 right now. The good thing is, on the 4-hour time frame, if we're breaking it down the 4-hour time frame, we are making higher highs, still continuing to make those higher highs. So the market structure looks okay. We are making the lower highs, so the market structure looks okay on that front as well. So it is ascending. It is very much, and that was terrible. It is very much ascending structure. So it remains to be seen, are we going to break that all-time high? It comes down to the magical number at around 19,700, 19,650, around the top of that level of supply, because we all know what happens. If you've been watching us for quite some time now, we all know what happens with supplies when they get broken. If you want to know more about supply and demand, www.unitytradinggroup.com/supply and demand. But with this level of supply being eaten away slowly and surely, it is becoming more and more likely that we are going to push to the upside. However, I will take the same stance that I did last night, and I will say I'm not confirming anything until we see a break of that level of supply. We need to clear out the shorters, we need to clear out the sellers, and there is a lot of selling pressure at this level. A hell of a lot. Of course, I'm going off the previous high that we made in 2017 of 19,650 or 19,660. That level there that we see on the left-hand side of the screen, which is now covered. There we go. The left-hand side. It remains to be seen if we're going to push through this, but we need to take a realistic stance on this. There's obviously going to be plenty of selling pressure at this level. Everyone wants to sell at previous all-time high. Everyone, smart money are averaging out of the market. It comes down to, selling the previous top. And there's going to be a hell of a lot of selling pressure at that level, and that's obvious. So we have been making moves into this level. We are at 19,148 now. So we have jumped up $80. So it is quite volatile at the moment. It's not for the faint-hearted. It's not something, if you're a beginner trader, maybe learn as much as you can off moves like this, and try and assess this market as you see it, because it has been quite overbought for quite some time on the daily time frame especially, and of course this 4-hour time frame is no different. You can see the steamroller, the red indicating that we're overbought. It is nothing but overbought for the last month. So of course this needs a decent correction, and we will get the decent correction in time. In time we will get that correction come through. However, we're just calling it as we see it. The market structure is good, and we are making our ways through this level of supply. That's really it for now. Once we do get through this supply, and if we do, I will start identifying some areas of interest above the levels. So the price discovery above 19,660 or 19,670. As soon as we get to that 20K level, then we'll be looking at a psychological resistance at 20K, which is going to be obvious. This is a $20,000 psychological level that we're going to be dealing with at that time. And of course, we'll be looking at some trend-based fibs and some other bits and pieces to really gauge where this could go, post 19,650. So we'll see what happens then. But in any case, the market structure is good. We are making our way through that level of supply. There's not much more I can really say besides that. It doesn't need a pullback, yes. Hasn't needed a pullback for quite some time, absolutely. However, I'm not trying to catch the top, and nor do I recommend you try and catch the top either. So wait for some market structure to present itself in the form of a correction, I guess, or the form of lower lows and bits and pieces like that. Because along the way, we haven't seen lower lows. We haven't seen that market structure present itself. It's been high, and so on and so forth. We haven't seen a lower low. We haven't seen a natural change in market direction. So I'm not going to suggest that we're going to see a correction until we get that lower low and then make that lower high and start to form our reversal. However, not seeing that at the moment. So we are looking towards the upside for now. Moving on to ETH USD. Just change the list here, one moment. So ETH over the last day or so since we had yesterday's update, we did move through that level of supply and we did touch that 620 area for Ethereum. At the moment, this level is gone. So we'll get rid of this, and so is this one. That's gone too. There's a few levels that we want to really draw in to find out where we could go. So that's the first one there, and of course we've got two very close to each other, one here and then one here. I'd be more likely or more inclined to look at this one there, and I'll get rid of. Actually, I'll leave that Fibonacci in for the moment. And what I'm going to do, I'll head over to the daily time frame and I'll look left to see if we've got any levels to look for, and we are sitting on a relevant level now, and more than likely it's a little bit hard to pick, but I'm going to do something like that to give us a real area of that swing. If I move to the 4-hour time frame and I just nip it right up and just head across, bear with me. Yes, so there we are. It'll be this structure here. Nothing to the left of it besides the ones up the top there, but not looking at that, looking at the structure that we've got now. So it'll be this structure on the 4-hour time frame that we are referring to. And if we go back to where we are, and there we find ourselves at, it gives us it's a little bit skewed, to be honest with you, because I did just delete a level and now I'm putting one back. However, the level that I had wasn't probably the highest quality. This is the one that we're at now. This is the high quality level. This 620, between 607 and 630 is the high quality one now. If we do move through that, then we are well on our way to 685 or even the level higher than that. So what I'm looking for with ETH USD right now, it needs a bit of a pullback. Of course, everything does. But I'll be a little bit conservative with what my suggestion might be is around that 570 mark to really give us a little bit of a relief, especially on Steamroller and of course CCI RSI, to pull back a little bit for Ethereum before gearing up and making a higher high again if we do get one. If we do come down and retest 570, that's of course a lower high, and we can continue up to a higher high after that. So just normal basic market structure. Two altcoins that I want to look at tonight. ADA USDT, and I'll type that one in. ADA USDT on the daily time frame, it has been running quite relentlessly, and it has been very good to me. It has been very good to me because I was looking at it down here, and I did have a bag from down here, and I'm still currently in this position at around this 16 cent level. What I'm looking for, I'm looking at ADA eating up majority of this level of supply. I've drawn these in prior, okay, eating up most of this supply now, and in need of a pullback. If I draw in my Fibonacci right now, so if I go from swing low to swing high, the level that is most important to me is the 38. So if I get rid of this gone level or done or broken level of demand there, I can see ADA pulling back to this 38 before making a decision on the uptrend. If we're going to get some more bullish action on the altcoins, ADA is more than likely going to be one of them. It is one of the higher cap altcoins, so of course we are expecting it to move with the dominance chart going down for BTC. So the 38 is one that I'm looking at. Another one that I'm looking at is, of course, XRP USD. XRP USD, has been on a tear. It's been on a run. However, looking at this longer time frame chart, it's got a lot of action, or a lot of ways to go before we get anywhere near all-time high again, of course. But this level up here, that's 90 cents. We did get close, I believe. Yeah, we did. On XRP, I'll get rid of that zone, and we're keeping in the 46 cents and the 30 cent area. If this does continue relentlessly to the upside, this 88, 90 cent area is where I'd be looking towards. However, this does need a bit of a pullback, of course, for XRP, but we could be flagging at the moment to create a little bit more of a event to the upside, and that's probably more apparent on a smaller time frame. Yes, it is. There we are. So it is, on the higher time frames, okay for a higher movement to the upside, since we did break that level of supply that I had drawn in prior. But of course, it does need a little bit of a cool off for XRP on a higher time frame, on the 4 hour and the daily especially. So keep that in mind. Of course, if you want to put in what we call sync bids to really capture those sharp market pullbacks, that might be an idea if you're looking to get in XRP for a higher move, if you are. The another one that I want to look at tonight, I believe, let me check what it was. There was one that I was asked to do the other night. Bear with me one tick. One moment. I can't remember for the life of me what it was. Give me one moment. I'll try and find it in the Discord. And of course, you can find all of our links to the Discord down below in the description. No, I'm not going to be able to find it. That's all right. We'll revisit this tomorrow. The last one I'll look at tonight is the DXY. The DXY, of course, regulated market. This is not financial advice, just ideas and opinions of Team UTG. And this is flowing nicely, very nicely. We have been looking at this level of supply demand being broken for quite some time, and I did say yesterday during our live stream I do expect it to continue at least to the negative 27, 9193, and then pending that we are looking towards our level of demand further down at 91.70. That still stands. I'm looking at this 91.93 to give us a little bit of a hold up as we are now. I'll get rid of this level of broken demand there, get rid of this level there we got there running to. If we do get a little bit of a bounce here to relieve the DXY, it would more than likely be back to the 00 fibs before continuing its movements on a bearish bias down towards that level at 91.70. But that really concludes our market update for tonight. I hope you all had a great Wednesday. Look, it's been a phenomenal time on the charts. Absolutely incredible. We're doing quite well here at UTG. I'm doing quite well personally, so is Tex, and I hope you all are as well. I hope you're reaping the benefits of working hard over the last, however long you've been learning how to trade. I hope you all are rewarding yourselves at this time. But that really concludes our session. If you want to find us and you want to find out more about UTG, www.unitytradinggroup.com. All of our links are down below. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, and we'll see you on our live session tomorrow. You don't want to miss tomorrow. You do not want to miss tomorrow. Be on 7:30 Melbourne time, AEDT time, 7:30 p.m. You want to be there tomorrow night. I'll see you all there.